So anyway, I asked my relative to share the information about my mysterious bruising that I believe I woke up with. And I asked this person to share this information with their family household member. And if they have, then this story might be something that you've even discussed in person with me. And if they haven't, and you're not realizing that somehow the message is not being moving throughout the generations. And so that's why this is the first time you're hearing this. So I have, for the casual viewer with whom I have not spoken directly as of yet, I have an idea that you are probably experiencing some unusual circumstances yourself. If you are also going through a spiritual journey, you might wake up with physical attacks. And that's going to be natural because it's logical. You know, if your brain believes that something's happening, it can manifest a result that proves that it's happening. And if your brain believes that it's overcoming something that has already happened, your body tends to follow. And for me, I've voiced a number of times that I'm right on the threshold of surpassing the tipping point in my favor as far as just personal health and well-being. And sometimes when I talk about that and what it took to get here and how doing a 10-minute warm-up before actually going for a run is beneficial, how doing stretching exercises is beneficial, how strength training is beneficial. If you haven't heard any of these things and you haven't heard the specific observations that you also could either, just kind of overlook because you're hearing it from someone you think might be a little crazy, or you can hear what I'm saying and try to start taking account for yourself. When you have a dream, write it down immediately upon waking. Put a notebook somewhere near to where you can start journaling your dreams and do it. Don't be embarrassed about if the other people in your household don't want to do it. Don't be, just don't let yourself down by also overlooking some of these symptoms that some of us seem to be sharing in ways that don't sometimes make sense. Like, okay, it's possible my relative might have banged their arm on something and bruised themselves. It's also possible someone else could have bruised them. Or another weird possibility would be manifestations of something that occurred throughout the sleep. And if you also have noticed personally an experience like this in yourself or a loved one, can you account for all of the markings on your body? Or have you become a little bit too distracted to know exactly what happened throughout that time frame and to remember whether something really happened or if we just kind of accepted that at an accelerated rate, that, that's just what happens at this time? Because if that's true, then also why is that logic applying to myself? So how did I get a significant bruise if I absolutely did not have anything make contact with that point on myself, except for possibly in a dream that I had. It's just something to think about. So between now and whenever we speak again in the future, I hope that your dreams are pleasant, and that what you get to journal about is something that we can enjoy together. So until next time, thank you so much for subscribing, for sharing these thoughts with one another. It's helped some conversations to occur so that more and more healing could happen. And I'm excited. Thanks again for subscribing. And until next time, peace, love, and all that old school stuff.